last time I checked, there's a lot of people who are very aggressive in Rust. I don't think that a lot of them are necessarily that smart. You know, one thing that I absolutely love in DayZ is the fact you can hold a chicken and still punch people. I mean, of all the things, I was like, oh man, this is awesome. I can, sock someone to death with my fist and then have it, have a chicken right there. And it's like, I can taunt them with it now. It's great. Forget
Okay,
about all these
page
emotes and
6.
shit like that they started in Black Ops 3. Holding a chicken in your hand and beating someone's ass with it is the best thing you could ask for.
Alright, Cade 6, I see you.
Yeah, food and water are always a problem. Oh, but I see you've got what is that? Alcohol tincture or whatnot. That's helpful if you have a blood infection, which I died from that once or twice. And I figured out the hard way that, hey, not all the clothes that you rip up are necessarily clean. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Hmm. You don't have any of the guns, do you, though? Yeah, exactly. You've got ammo for everything. You've got two magazines that's got 6 bullets and 5 bullets in it for I think the IJ-70 or whatnot, but you don't have the actual gun. You've got all the ammo you could want, at least if you wanted to kill someone with it, but you don't have the gun. And then the gun you do have, you have no rounds for it at all. And of course, the gun that you do have that's, taking up space, that's 27 out of 30 in your utility backpack. Damn. Uh, Eventually you'll fall over. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, sorry to invite you out of the blue there, Taken. Remind me
Oh,
again, who are
you're
you again? Because I know that there's,
good.
like, Dean McNugget changed to Taken...
Mm,
What? I forgot what. All you guys changed your names to
fucking
Taken, and I don't remember
taking
who's who.
Merc or something. I want to say, God,
Do you remember
honestly,
me?
I
Let me
kind
ask
of
that.
fucking yes, I do. I remember you. That was all the way back with Hafir and
Yeah, there's
um,
other guys. There's some random guy. I don't know how he got here. No, just kidding.
yeah,
He's someone I met probably.
Razor, Razor, Hafir. You know that whole group.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to them in ages.
Okay, so I'm not the. Okay. Who?
Intervention is
What was your original name? Let
Hafir.
me ask that.
Shadow Killer.
Shadow Kill. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, that's why your voice sounded familiar because I was like, okay, and then that's why your name looked familiar too. Who
Mm-hmm.
was the one? I can't remember his name anymore. Who was the one that got us all together? Because I know he was a friend of yours, I think, and that's how I met you. Because I met him through Minecraft on like PS3 all the way back then,
Mm,
when dinosaurs still roamed the earth.
so like, yeah. So like my connection to like the big group like started with this like fucking young ass kid called like it was like Ninja Boy or something. And then I think from him I started playing with like Colton, which is now like Sega Vision or something.
Oh, that's how I met Sega Vision. Yes, I remember. I remember that guy because he got us all the cheat stuff in Terraria on PS3. He's like, "Hey man, you want this shit?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness, yes." I remember that
So
now. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I ever
uh
forgot, but it's like Sega Visions. He gave me the shit in Terraria to get me, just all that stuff you weren't supposed to have. I forgot there was a glitch of doing it, and then he described it to me, and I remember kind of. I never did it myself, but I remembered kind of how it worked. But it was like some kind of you had to hop in and out of worlds, and eventually it'd break it to where it's like I don't know what's going on anymore. You want this stuff? Take it. Here. you Oh.
Yeah, so I think like Ninja kind of introduced me to him, and
Hmm.
subsequently, my fucking most hated person in that group that I've ever had the displeasure of interacting
Knowing.
with, Ratchet. Dude, did you ever meet
Ratchet?
him?
Ratchet.
Biggest, like, just piece of shit entitled brat you've ever met in your
Oh,
fucking
okay.
life.
I don't remember the name, but I remember someone was always bitching and whining like, "Oh, this isn't right." Da, 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 da." I can't
Well,
remember who that was, but it's like
I used to
somebody
play
always bitching.
Fortnite with him, and I shit you not, right? I was in this game, and I'm pretty sure it was either we both had like blue ARs, and I got a scar,
Mhm.
or he had a green AR, and I found a blue AR and grabbed it. It's one of the two.
Either way, you had the better gun and he wanted
The
it.
second I grabbed it, he started fucking screaming.
Oh my
Like,
god.
oh my god, give me the fucking gun, give me the fucking gun, it's mine, like, give me the fucking gun. Well, it was off the guy I killed, by the way. He
Yeah,
was
right.
nowhere
The guy
near
that you
me
killed, not him. Yeah.
nowhere near me when I grabbed it. I just mentioned it was my fucking mistake. And he's like, it's what so I'm like, I'm not fucking dealing with this. I give him it, and I shit you not, like 10 seconds later, we both have like purple scars.
Purple scar.
It's like, it's not that big of a fucking deal. Like, literally, instantly after I gave it to him, and he fucking whined and bitch. Like,
And then it didn't matter. It didn't matter. That was the best part.
it didn't matter. It didn't matter afterward. Because we both had the same fucking thing within seconds after I gave it to him. And it's like, that was like the one, like, I'd been playing with him for a bit, and like, that was kind of the moment that cemented in my mind, I'm never playing with this fucker again. So after I, like, actually got introduced to, like, Andric and Ryan and all of them, I was like, yeah, never again am I playing with this asshole.
I don't remember who Andric and Ryan were. What were their usernames? I
So,
can't remember.
Andric started out as Hafir.
Hafir. Okay. Was that the guy that I got introduced to you guys by? I can't remember.
Probably, I think so.
I think, because I can't remember what his original name was, but he changed it to like
He
Taken.
was kinda-
All you guys, huh?
He changed to, I want to say, Taken God?
Maybe it was Taken. Maybe he's Taken Wrath, or maybe that was who was Taken
No,
Wrath?
Taken Wrath is Ryan. He was originally Razor.
Razor.
So,
Okay.
Ryan, he was... I don't know if
you guys
remember-
fucked me up after you guys changed your name, because it's like because now, even now, after not talking to you guys for fucking ages, which I'm glad to see you're still alive, and I guess everyone else is, because they hop online every now and then. It's like I can't remember who the hell's who, aside from
Oh no,
D
don't worry.
McNugget, I think.
I was much more involved in this group, and I had trouble keeping track.
Okay, I'm
So-
glad I'm not the only one, because I'm like, man, it's like this is like what I do. I work as a lifeguard near one of my pool, local pools or whatnot, and it's like, it's hard enough to keep track of some of the kids in there and make sure no one's drowning, especially whenever some of them are fake drowning and shit like that. But it's another
yeah,
thing
when they
whenever
float
all you
up
guys are
and they're on
named
their backs
Taken, and
and
it's like,
whatever.
the only thing that makes you guys any different is your profile pictures and your names. And now I can't remember who's who.
What's funny
I
is-
thought you were Hafir for a minute, because I was like, I don't remember who this is. I guess it's Hafir, but
Nah, so...
you're the only one that
Hafir
actually stayed the same. That's why I remember you, because it's like,
I
okay,
kept
you're
my,
yeah.
I kept on the same line. Everyone else, like,
Everyone else
rebranded
just flipped their
themselves.
shit and was like, oh, I want to be Magical Unicorn 357, and I want to be Magical Unicorn 358. Like, no, all of you can't all be Magical Unicorn 357.
What's funny is when we all made the change, originally, like, my real name, like, when you request to see someone's real name,
Oh, the close friend request? Yeah.
yeah, so for a while, we all, like, before we changed to Taken, we had a different kind of clan. It was like Vio or Vivlo or something. It started with a V. It was just some weird fucking word or whatever.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
we
I remember,
all
yeah, now that you
changed
say that, yeah.
our real names to that, and then we changed our profile, our like real name profile pictures to anime characters. It wasn't
Yeah,
like anime characters. It was just like not like popular anime characters, just like
Just anime
an
style.
anime
yeah.
female character. Yeah, it's style.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the right word. That kind of matched each of our personalities, and I still have my profile picture as that anime character.
Do you? Let me.
I have never changed it. I mean, not my.
Is
It's
that
not
that
like
blue
my
one you got now?
public. It's not
No.
my public one. It's my like private when you like
Oh,
request to
okay.
see my real name. My public one is like a wolf of.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
I see the
like
wolf, that's
Badass
why-
looking wolf or
yeah.
something.
So how you been? Aside from us catching up about, oh yeah, this stupid shit happened.
No, I've been good, living life. I just graduated.
Nice. Wait, I can't remember. Were you younger than me or older?
Oh,
than me?
back then, I was still in middle school probably. Back then, like when I first joined this group, I was probably 13.
Well, you don't start saying that we're making you feel old now, Stu.
What's funny is even back in 13, everyone just knew me as the deep voiced guy.
No, okay. That's right. That's how me and you were like, oh yeah, man, we're both, in the same boat. Because guess what? Everyone's still, and you know what? Here's the weird part. Now I'm like, in my 20s or so right now. Now everyone is up there at work is like, oh, I thought you were still in like high school or whatnot. It's like, no, everyone before used to think I was a working, like 40 years old and working like an office job or something. I was like, no, man, I'm still in the middle of high school.
Yeah. At 13, everyone thought I was in my 20s. I was like, bro,
yeah, you
what
see?
is this?
But now I'm having the opposite problem where everyone just, oh, we're going to go and downplay you now instead of upplay. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, no, back then I was like, hell yeah, I'd be like, nah, I'm 13, and everyone would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Man,
I had
I'll take
several random people, like as I was traveling and stuff like that with my folks during those times, tell me that I should be on the radio. Well, now I've started doing YouTube or whatnot, and I didn't really go with the podcast idea. I might try and do that at some point, but it's like, but now everyone's starting to downplay me, like, oh, we thought you were still in high school. What the hell, guys?
Nah, bro. No, it's weird because like just.
But yeah, I guess me and you were about
me.
the same age. I don't
Yeah,
know.
a couple. Yeah, I think we were. I think you're just like. Wait, how old are you right now?
20.
Oh, 20. Yeah, you're 2 years older than me. I'm 18.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually I knew that you were 2 years older than me. I was like, before I asked you your age, I was gonna be like, I think you're 2 years older than me. God, that's crazy.
I know. Too much time has passed since we last talked. Gosh, when was the last time we last talked? Hey.
Bro,
I
need
know
to go back
I
to the
talked
DMs, bro.
Yeah, gosh. I know I talked to, I guess Hafir it was. Hell, I can't remember. Everyone's real names versus their online names. I usually try to remember everyone by their online names, but I guess now everyone just is like, oh, just fuck the online name, just go and use your real name. And it's like, well, but what is it? I just am so, so far.
Oh shit, did we play
removed.
Ark together?
I think we
I see a
did, yes.
screenshot of Ark in this chat.
I think we
is
did. Like there was
aberration.
a few weekends where we played Ark a while back, and then I think we miserably got killed or something. After that, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna take a break from Ark. I'll see you guys around. Or like we all said, we're gonna take a break from Ark and we'll come back to it after recovering
Bro,
mentally
do you
from
know
this.
the last day that this shit was dated? That we there was like one time a couple months ago where you like messaged me hello. I think you like invited me to like a party or something back then.
Okay, I think the reason why I did that is because I was still under the impression that you were half here.
I see.
Because I was like, because I couldn't remember. I was like, okay, I think he named himself Taken Shadow. I can't fucking remember worth a damn. And I was like, I hate myself for this because I don't remember who's who. And it's like, I feel like I should start listening to that Call of Duty jingle. Who's who? Or it's like, I don't know. Someone's got to tell me who's who.
But before that message, the last time that we messaged each other was 2019.
Oh, before all the shit went down.
5
Right, yeah.
years ago. That is
Damn.
crazy.
I guess it has been 5 years, hasn't it?
Bro, I was messaging you about Blackout, which means that was back when we were playing
Black Ops 4, yeah.
Black Ops 4. That's crazy.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I see
think I still have
Terraria on here. I see
Oh, yeah.
Terraria. Bro, this was back before I knew anything about how to play Terraria at all.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I think I was telling you, oh, you can do this and this and this. It's like, you know, I could
And-
probably tell you were like overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I've just witnessed something great, you know, or something, you know.
Oh my, yeah, no. Well, back then, like, yeah, no, I genuinely just had, like, no idea. Like, people were talking about hard mode and whatever. I'm like, huh? What? What is
yeah,
that?
yeah, no, that was probably me and Half here talking about Terraria because we were like, oh yeah, man,
Mhm.
have you gotten to hard mode where they, you know, bust your ass, you know?
Yeah, I know you guys gave me, like, the, like, wasp gun or something, and you're like, you know, it's, like, we probably shouldn't give him this because it's a hard mode weapon, and it's technically cheating, but
Just take it.
it's such a bad weapon that he can have it, whatever. I'm
yeah,
like,
I remember that.
and
Now you say that, I remember that. Yes, that's what
I
Hefir said.
remember
Yeah.
thinking to myself, wait, if this is a hard mode weapon, then how the hell do they have it? Because we're not in hard mode yet. Because back then, I had no idea, like, you go
Oh,
to
you
a
could
different
swap
world,
character-
enter
yeah.
hard mode, and then come back to that same character.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'm a fucking Terraria pro. I have, like, almost everything in the game on one character. Like, I've done every single thing, and
You know, actually, I've come
I
back
have
and I've been
the
trying. Yeah, I've been trying to play.
Terrorblade.
Oh yeah, you know how they changed the Terrorblade where it doesn't shoot the blades out anymore, but like slashes.
Yeah, like, just...
I don't like
yeah,
that. I
no.
want the blades back. You know, give me.
No, it's not the Terrorblade that I meant to say. Fucking Zenith, that's what it
Oh
is.
yeah,
Zenith.
that I haven't gotten that. I've been meaning to come back and try and do that shit. Have you?
It's
Wait,
not-
have you beaten?
once
Have you
you-
beaten the what is it? The that queen? What's her name? Not Queen Slime, but
Queen of Light?
Queen of Light. Queen of Light. Have you beaten her during the day? Let me ask that.
No. No,
Okay.
I have not.
I
That
haven't
is
even fought
one-
her once, so I
that
was
is
just wondering,
one
have you
bastard
managed to
that
kick her ass?
Nah, I've fought her during night and kicked her ass, but
Right.
I have not dared
To do it
challenge.
during the day?
I
I've
would,
witnessed
like,
someone
need
fight
a-
it during the day, and I was thinking, good Christ, how does one fight this bitch?
I would need to, like, do some research into, like, strategy on how to do that. I mean, Zenith could probably melt her, but the problem is you get one shot, so I would need to not get hit while
Yeah, you
melting her.
yeah, well, you talk about doing no-hit boss runs. You have to do a no-hit boss run if you want to beat her.
Well, it's like, well, here's the thing, like, me and my friends, like, we killed the Dungeon Guardian 3 times, like, back to back to back.
Wow.
It's really easy, because
Oh, if you're able to get out of the
do...
if you make a straight shaft to get out of the dungeon and then
Yeah.
keep running, you can
Well,
do
what
it.
we do, we send one person down as a sacrifice,
And then everyone else just
then-
runs off.
and then the other 2 of us just run off, and the third person meets back up with us.
I see. To help out with
And
the
then
fight.
we just go back and forth across the map a couple times. On Shrimpy Truffle, and it's super. Actually, no, I wasn't on Shrimpy Truffle. I actually used the insignia from the Queen of Light for
Oh,
infant
really?
flight, and I used the Moonlord hoverboard to just
Oh,
fly
yeah.
in a straight line back and forth. And it's super easy because he can't catch you.
Yeah.
Um.
That's the main thing. If he catches you,
It's just
over.
it's a big pain in the ass because you're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth because it takes forever to die.
Yeah, the worst part about that is whenever I'm doing something like that. I remember whenever I, used to farm the Dungeon Guardian to try and get that pet or whatnot. If you, the worst part was that if you let, oh, I'm getting comfortable or whatnot, and then all of a sudden something effed up, you were boned. Because the second you got comfortable and you weren't, paying
second
attention,
you fuck
it was
up.
over. he touched you, it was
There,
over.
there's danger in complacency.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The second that you like,
Look away, or
I don't
don't.
even know if complacency is the right word. Like maybe it is comfort is the same, but I feel like there's another word for it. But yeah, like same kind of idea is that you get too comfortable with something, and then all of a sudden you're fucked
Yeah.
because you stop paying attention. It's like driving too. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Yeah.
driving, I feel like your subconscious though can kind of do a lot of the work for you, assuming
Yeah.
car doesn't blow a red light or whatever. But like,
Right.
you zone out driving because you're just doing the same thing for so long, and then suddenly something
Yeah, no,
happens,
I
and it's
had.
like, well, fuck.
Yeah, no, I had a close call. What was it, yesterday or whatnot? With that, because I was kind of tired, and I was like, there's something fell out over there. It's like, oh, okay, need to go ahead and pull back, pull back to my side or whatnot. I didn't let it go that far, but it's
Mm.
like, oh, it's starting to get a little, I'm glad that I didn't pick up that other shift or anything like that today. It's like, yeah, I need to go
Mm,
home.
so true.
Well,
Well,
since the last time I talked to you, I've gotten into collecting retro games.
oh, really?
So, I don't know if you're much into that, but I now collect things from like, I guess, early to late 80s, early 90s, late 90s, and stuff like that, and up to now.
Nice.
What'd you say? Oh yeah, doesn't the helicopter have like the best loot in that game, if I remember correctly? Oh, okay. I thought you were. Ah, yeah, no. And what I've been told is that the army chopper or whatnot is like it spawns the best loot in the game, so everyone's gonna go there. You don't want to stick around there for very long.
Oh, wait, is there a helicopter in DayZ as well?
You can't actually fly any or whatnot unless you're on PC with mods, but there in any version of the game they've got an event or whatnot that randomly happens. Apparently there's several events that kind of randomly happen, which is kind of cool. One of
Hmm.
them's like a convoy can spawn in where you can sit there and loot whatever you find, and it just spawns randomly around the map on a straight stretch of road. So there's
Hmm.
that, and then of course there's the chopper where you'll hear a buzzing or beeping sound, and then you'll start to hear like a helicopter going down, and you can find there's this huge plume of smoke that anyone in the area can see, and then you'll find a chopper with a few bodies around there with some decent loot. Well, actually, more than
Oh.
decent loot. It's got like the best loot in the game, so everyone's gonna kill you over it.
Yeah.
uh, what is it? Is it shit? I don't know. What's the fast way to reload? I want to say maybe it's R1 or something. Maybe it's triangle. I don't remember. No, triangle's of inventory. Maybe try R1.
No, R1 is it for Rust.
So what happened after like the last time we talked? Because I know like kind of everyone kind of went their own ways after a while, and like you said, you haven't talked to a lot of people.
I don't remember like every detail, but basically there's just like there's a shit ton of drama if I'm being honest.
That's what I remember.
Like,
That's what I remember. That's why I just kind of left because I was
I
like,
mean, there
okay,
was
no
always
one's
kind
really
of
playing the
drama in the
game.
group,
Right.
but like
This was
there
too
started
much.
to become like actual like drama between people. Basically, like
There's always people
was
starting shit just for shits and
there
giggles,
was like
but
yeah, there was the core of us, and then
who would you say was the core?
um
Would you say it was me, you, Hefir, and some other? I can't remember. What was it? You said
for a
not rage, but
time, yeah, I'd say like me, Hafir, Razor, for like the time before you left us, I'd say you were definitely part of that. You played with
Yeah,
us
yeah. After I
regularly.
left, then obviously, yeah, I was not there for everything else that
Um,
happened because I was like, shit's going south. I don't know what's going on, but I think I need to get the hell out of Dodge, you know, before I get caught up in something again. Because
Yeah.
I've been caught in other situations where I've gotten into some nasty shit going on, and it's like, I'm gone. Goodbye, you know.
Oh, yeah, I feel like I remember that. Fuck, there's, I mean, Colton or Sega, here's the thing, I always felt like, I mean, he was definitely part of it, I mean, he was half the reason half the group came together, you know, but at the same time, Colton or Sega Visions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
But it's like, at the same time, I always felt like he wasn't the most, I guess, respected in the group. I mean, he was a young kid, so, you know.
Well, I always thought he was
guess
alright. I never recalled.
I mean, I always thought he was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, I was.
No one had. I don't think
kind of
anyone had
same ground
any
as
beef
him.
with him unless you're talking about
Yeah.
the bitching and whining one. I don't remember who that was.
Ratchet, like Ratchet and Clank,
Okay, yeah, right.
like that kind of deal. I think that's actually where he got his name from, because I'm pretty sure Ratchet and Clank was his profile picture for a time.
That's why. Okay, that's why I look at that, and all the time. I think I still have that guy on my
You
friends list.
see with rage when you see that.
And every time I see that, I get chills, and I was like, I don't know why I'm getting chills. You know, it's like there's something bad about it, but it's like I've repressed it in my memory or forgotten, and probably it's best it stays that way. But I'm still curious.
Oh yeah,
you know, so I want to know. So
It's
thank you
best.
for quenching my thirst for curiosity there.
Yeah,
I know they say curiosity killed the
opened
cat, and I have my profile picture as a cat, but I don't actually want to die.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely there was Kaboom or
Oh, I remember Kaboom. Yeah, Kaboom was pretty cool. I think for the most part. I don't think we had any problems with him.
Mostly. I mean, every now and then he kind of hops on the drama bus, but for the most part, he's
Mostly the stuff that he did was just
he's typically chiller than Andric, anyway.
Most of the time, whenever he hopped on the drama bus, he was not like an asshole. He just sort of kind of like, "Oh, this is what's going on," blah, 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 something.
Then there was. I'm trying to remember his actual name. I want to say, I forget what his original. I mean, it's D McNuggets.
Yeah.
I think
D McNugget was his original.
Was his name?
Not Eli. It wasn't Eli, was it?
I was almost tempted to say Isaiah, but I don't think he's Isaiah. There was an Isaiah. I just can't remember who was Isaiah. It might have been like a different friend that like rarely played with us. I really can't fucking remember his name.
Yeah, I can't.
But there was one motherfucker. Basically, I think the turning point in the group when it started to go south for me and I started to like hate playing with them is when Taken Beast joined the fucking group.
I remember. Yeah, something about him was off, and I can't remember
what it was.
He was
just a dickhead. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, he was just.
Here's the thing. He would suck up to like Hafir or Andric and them, and he would basically like he, in particular, hated me.
Yeah, that's right, and that's why I was kind of like, I don't know about this, man. I think I.
And I feel like I remember I feel like I actually remember you like sticking up for me or whatever.
I was like, why you being so.
But like, I would just be in the party, and he would just unnecessarily shit on me.
He'd just wail on your ass, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
right?
no, he would literally just like endlessly insult me.
Like, there's no reason for that. It's not funny, I'm not.
And, like,
no one's getting a kick out of it. And to be honest, I think it's actually
them.
starting to affect chat,
Well,
which
I stopped
obviously it was, but it's not like you're sitting there, sobbing in the party or anything like that.
Yeah,
but it was affecting you, I'm sure.
I mean, I would just like, I felt like, I don't know, it just like made me feel like super uncomfortable and like just like, upset. Like, yeah, I wouldn't say like on the point of like tears or anything, but I was upset,
Right.
of course.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
I mean,
not
no one
taking
wants
it
to be
hard,
called a
like,
piece of shit 100
yeah,
times over
it's not
in one
like
day.
I
You
was,
know?
looking at myself like, oh my god, I'm a piece of shit. It's the fact that I'm being called a piece of shit. I don't like it.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
And
it's
who
not
would,
like
really?
I was taking anything he said to heart. I just knew he was an asshole, but I just still
Right.
didn't like dealing with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like relentlessly, and even
And then
like,
I think, if I remember correctly, I think he started to come after me after I stood up for you that one time. He started,
yeah, no, he did.
starting to
And
edge
like,
over to me, and it's
I
like, what the
think,
hell, man?
I feel like we're playing like Siege or something. Cause I feel like I like viscerally remember this. I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
right, because
he
I
was
started playing
shitting
Siege
on
with you guys,
me.
then after a while, I just quit playing, because,
Yeah, no, I think
know,
he started shitting at, like, he was shitting on me like usual, then you started up for me, like, called him like an asshole or whatever,
yeah,
and
something.
then for the rest of the time, whenever you were in the party, instead of shitting on me, he'd go and shit on you instead.
Which, to be
And
honest, I think
then,
I don't even remember what he said. It was so, what he was saying was so, I'd already heard worse before, and I was like,
well,
man,
all he was saying
I've
is
been
typical,
called
like,
worse,
punk-ass
motherfucker.
comments.
You ain't gonna do nothing to me.
Yeah. Well, all he would ever do is just use, like, basic stereotypical, like, bully punk-ass comments that mean nothing because he couldn't come up with decent insults. And I was just like, back then, when I was too young, like, whenever I got, like, flustered like that, I couldn't, like, if I was, like, in a calm moment, I can ring off insults all day
Right.
long and comeback after comeback. And when I calm down later, I'm like, oh, that would have been such a good comeback.
I know.
But
Okay, so you're
in
the same way as me, where it's
moment,
like,
I
okay,
get
I'm
so
getting
fucking
angry, I'm thinking about all this stuff, and then
that
whenever it comes to say it, it's like, well, I can't think of it anymore.
you can't think of anything,
Or
exactly.
if-
And you're like,
or like me,
you
like, I
fucking.
Yeah. Like me, I got angry at work the other day because I thought I was getting screwed over, and then after a while, I was like, okay, calm down, let's go ahead and talk about this. I don't want to lose my job yet, even though I've probably almost lost my shit. And it's like, okay, I've calmed down, let me ask and stuff like that. But I did say one thing where I was like, okay, man, I'm going to go, next time I need you to be more clear about what's happening, because, I had the easy job that day, and then it turned out that someone else needed it, and I had a miscommunication with my supervisor, and I ended up thinking that, oh, they just pushed me off. They could have taken the other guy who took someone else's shift. I showed up there on time and everything like that, but oh no, they pushed me off to do regular rotation whenever it was supposed to be my easy day or whatnot, which really it's not supposed to be an easy day, but watching the slides is pretty easy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But certainly better than having to walk around all day. But anyway, and I was sitting there, I was like, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that, and everything like that. And then I was like, in the next morning or whatnot, because I had to wake up at 6 for like training, because we have to go up there and do like a retraining or whatnot every so often. And I was like, all right, I'm too tired for this, because I had gotten wound up the night before or whatnot, and didn't really get that much sleep. And I was like, shit. Now I'm up here doing training, and I've got to be in the water, and I'm half asleep. I'm going to end up drowning or some shit. I'm going, lifeguard down, lifeguard down. At least I'll drown with other lifeguards around me, so I won't drown.
That's how you get fired, because if you can't save yourself,
You can't
how are you going to
swim,
save someone else?
Yeah, but eventually I was like, I was talking to him, it's like, hey man, can you go ahead and, but he was like, okay, I didn't know about the situation either. I do apologize, because I was, we're friends, supposedly. But no, it's like, and I was like, okay, don't worry about it. It's like, but next time, if you know anything, please let me know, because he'd already gotten on the shift. But the thing is that after he told me to go out there on the rotation, he was over there playing basketball with the other manager that just supervisor that had just swapped with the last one. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to let me know, what the hell's going on. And it's like, oh, well, she hurt her foot. It's like, okay, fine, kill me. Anyway, but I did say to him one thing jokingly rather than more angry, because initially I was going to be like, hey man, I almost turned from a, lifeguard to a life taker or undertaker when I couldn't decide between which one was better, because I was, and I was going to, sit there and be a real ass with him, but I was like, hey man, but what I ended up is like, hey man, I was really close to, like this close to switching from my profession as a lifeguard to being a life taker, We all got a good laugh out of that, and everything's been resolved.
That'd be pretty funny.
But Oh, believe me, man, there was like a time whenever I just thought about taking off that tube and just yanking around his neck and yanking his ass to the ground. I was like, I was just so, I am so done with this right now. After the last time I got screwed because someone didn't get the scheduling right and didn't put someone so that way the guards could take a break who were on rotation. So I had to get out there so that way those guards could take a break and we had enough to keep the pool open. Really? All
Uh-huh.
sorts of stuff has been happening. But, yeah. What were we talking about
But
again? We were talking about you.
beast.
Sorry,
Don't
I've been known for going
worry.
off on tangents.
Oh, nah, that's
I'm the
fine.
tangent
I
man.
can do
So.
the same shit. Nah, but what's crazy too is like after like the whole shit went down and I was kind of just done with him, and
Mhm.
like split from the group.
Yeah.
I go back. I play with the Fear and Beast like a year and a half later, even more. And I'm thinking like, okay, I mean, I know I've grown, and his shit really isn't gonna bother me.
Right.
But I'm curious to see if
If
he's
he's
still the
grown.
same asshole. Like, if he's just gonna do the same child shit thing, I'm gonna fall under the same current. And I join, right?
Mhm.
And I swear to God, the first thing he starts doing
Oh,
is
with
being
Shadow.
like, oh, like, fucking, like, has he manned up or whatever? Is he,
Are
like,
you
not a
kidding me? That's the
crybaby
first thing he
anymore or
says. Oh my
whatever?
goodness.
Like, first thing's like, let's see if, he's still gets upset or whatever when I talk.
Shit.
Like, back then he didn't relentlessly fucking insult me
Yeah. Right.
24/7 for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, he used to just, like, he's acting as if he would occasionally say the periodic, like, oh,
No,
the shit of the
that
game
was not what it was.
when I, like,
I may not
die
remember what
and then
happened
I
exactly,
bulb
but I
my
know it was
eyes
not
out.
that for sure. I know it was
Like,
that.
that's what he made it sound like I used to be
Bullshit.
like.
Bullshit.
So, and then I'm like, whatever, I'm like,
I'm better than
your
you. I've
shit
grown.
doesn't bother me anymore.
Right.
And then, sure enough, we get right back into it. He starts doing the same shit he used to. I eventually just end up
He hasn't
leaving
changed one bit.
and never played with him since then. And never going
How
to.
long ago was that, you said?
Uh, back when I don't even remember when I first started playing with him and when I left the group, and like I said, like it was probably like a year and a half or so after I left the group that I
Oh,
played
hop
with
back.
him again.
Yeah.
Since then, how long since I had that last moment? No
No
fucking
idea.
idea. Honestly, he might be dead or in jail if I'm being honest.
Oh, given his, yeah.
I feel like I remember him like getting in deep shit.
I feel like too. Yeah,
Some
like someone said that he was doing some shit that he wouldn't.
I
Getting into some like real illegal shit,
small
and it's like,
part of me feels like he got killed, and then the other part of me feels like he just did some shit he wasn't supposed to, and like got his ass tossed in juvie or jail or something.
hmm.
And then the last part of me might be that
You
he
didn't
might
know him
have
in real
done
life
some
though,
shit to
right?
get in trouble. Nah.
Okay, yeah.
And he
That's
might just be on like PC or something.
ah.
I mean, a lot of them switched over to PC. That's why a lot of them
That's what
aren't
my
on
understanding
anymore.
was, and I thought all you guys. That's why I kind of just stopped talking because everyone was like, "Oh, PC elite, PC elitism or whatnot." Not
Mhm.
really, but I was like, "Well, if everyone's going to
Yeah.
go to PC, I don't really want to mess with you people."
Yeah.
I
Well,
was
at
like,
first it was Razer.
the thing that made it cool was the fact that we're all here on console. But if you guys are going to go over to PC, then everybody's going to PC. What makes it
Mhm.
special,
Well, for like a while there, like like they were my main group, and like back then I actually enjoyed playing with them.
Oh yeah. Same with me
And
until after a while, like you said, I was kind of like I'm I don't like, where well, what was I can't remember what I didn't like. Well, one, you guys kept saying you're going to PC and I was like, "All right, that's fine."
mhm.
You guys have fun, and I was like, I guess that's where we part ways or whatnot. I think that was I think that was kind of the main thing because it's like it's not that I haven't played on PC. The thing about playing on PC is there's just so much shit that you have to manage, and I don't want to have to do it. That's why I like
Yeah.
console. Because console, I just boot it up and I run around like I'm doing right
It's
now.
very like streamlined on console. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to
Now,
like
admittedly,
do
you don't have the
anything
mods, you don't
extra.
have, necessarily all the shit that
Yeah,
you might
PC's
want
more
and stuff, but
fun,
yeah.
but those mods and things, you probably gotta open up extra clients,
Yeah.
desktops,
Now,
or whatever, and you
one thing
gotta
I
make
have heard
sure it's
about,
just
like,
connected.
Minecraft or whatnot, now they have official things. It's not so much like the Wild West like it used to be. Because if you remember
Mm-hmm.
on Java where it used to be, you've got to go to those sites and you have to be really careful about what you're doing because otherwise you could get something you don't want.
Download a virus onto
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your.
You know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I'm talking about because there's just sites where you just go down there and just download them. Now, some like Tropicraft, I think some of those were better, but then there are others where it was like, what was it? Not Feed the Beast. Feed the Beast was all right, but one of them was like one that everyone really liked. Maybe it was like not
Crazy Craft?
yeah, Crazy Craft, where I think the creator was like, "Hey guys, if you pay $15 or something, I'll get you the new update or whatnot." And then he like violated the community service rules because if you're making a mod, the mod cannot be profited off of. At least that's what the old rules were. I don't know if it's still the same now, but you know, um,
Well, I'm sure it's even more so because I'm sure outside mod creation is probably kind of
actually I looked at
becoming
a
more
video
forbade.
just earlier today before I hopped on, and I was seeing that Mojang might potentially be trying to get rid of modding altogether because now they've got the add-on shit, which shame on me, I have bought it, and I was like, I hate myself for doing this, but I can't help it. I can't help it.
Oh
I,
no,
I,
that's
I can
fine.
earn money now, and it's like, I know I'm going to a game convention, but just $20, just $20.
See, here's the thing: when you want to buy something, it's very easy to convince yourself to buy that thing.
It is.
Because in the
It
moment
is.
when you want to
It
buy it,
is.
you're like, because let me tell you, working now, um, I think to myself like, okay, I just worked like 2 hours OT. That's like $40 or something like that, and I'm only buying something for like $10. And then I think to myself like, um, I would normally like when I'm at work, I would like buy food from work, and I spend like $15. But today I only spend like 6.
Hmm.
So I'm like, well, technically, I got like $9 that I didn't spend that I could spend on something else.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's like it's super easy for myself to convince me to buy
Yeah. I'm glad not the
something
other
that
way
I
because sometimes it's
want.
like, I'm probably a dumbass because I'm falling for all the, oh, it's only a few bucks. I'd buy that for
Hmm.
$1, all that other good stuff.
Well, when something is like, here's the thing: when things
And
are
I hate
like,
looking on eBay too. I love looking at eBay, but I also hate it at the same time because it's like,
I've
oh,
never gone down that route.
oh no,
However, there is
the
one route I've
games,
gone
man.
down: Temu.
Oh,
You
I
know
actually, how's
Temu?
that? Because I've never shopped on there. I've heard that you can get deals and
It's
stuff on there, but it's kind of, like,
okay. So my first time on there, right?
yeah.
They give me a deal. It's like get one or like two things for free if you buy three things. And they aren't lying. You generally get like, I want to say it was like one item for free if you buy three things, right?
Hmm.
So like generally like you pick three items and one of them will be completely free.
Really?
And here's the thing, on Temu, most of the things, like probably some of the most expensive stuff you'll find is like $30, $40. But
Hmm.
you'll see things on there that you would think like market value of this should be like at least 20 to 50, and it's saying like $4.
Right. Well, I think Temu is
And
also a Chinese market or something like that, right? Or some kind of something
with
like
the
that.
prices, I would have to guess so.
Okay, because that's what I
um,
was
and
heard or
also
told.
like some stuff on there is actually like, oh, this is actually kind of decent. Like, I'm kind of
Hmm.
shocked that for that price, I got that thing.
Well,
But
see,
a
I
lot of
just think,
stuff on there is
yeah.
exactly what you would expect.
See, I just think of Tenmu as like some of the Chinese eBay sellers where they'll sell secondhand, well, not secondhand, but they'll sell rejects from the factories of the anime figures and stuff like that they make, and they'll take them home and they'll sell them as a private seller. That have rejects
Hmm.
like, oh, her skin color of her legs is different from her, chest or something like that. It looks different. but doesn't necessarily. Now, depending on what kind of errors they have, is dependent on whether or not I buy it. But most times, most of them seem to be okay. I can't tell a difference, or
Yeah.
if there is a difference, it's like it's unique. It's not like, oh, half her hair is green and the other half is like yellow. Not like something so drastic like that. If it's not supposed to be like that, but it's mostly something like it's a slightly different shade of blue, or it's a little light over here or something. But it might be the backside that I never see. So it's like, to hell with it, you know. It's $20 less than the, you know, actual thing, or, you know, maybe even 60, because some of those figures go for 300 now sometimes, and it's like, I ain't paying that.
But
Sorry.
yeah, Temu really tries to like get you to buy things because like, every time you go on there, they're like trying to give you like this like crazy good deal, right?
Really?
Like my very first time on there, I go on there and it does like the honestly now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been 2 free items for one. Like
Really?
so like you get 2 free items if you buy 3 things. So but then after that it's like okay, I'll give you like 3 free items if you buy 5 things. And then you go to check out, and it's like, well, one more time, if you buy 7 things, I'll give you 4 free items. And it keeps going up.
That's
I'm
how
sure
they
it
pull
would
you
have
in,
kept
man.
going. I'm sure it would have kept going if I kept going.
Yeah, if you.
But, I checked out, I think, at 7 items, and there's some stuff on there. I was like, dang! Like, and it was like $12 or something like that, or maybe like 15 or whatever. And I was like, 7 things for 15, and some of the things I got, I'm shocked. Shit, the mouse I have for my laptop that like has LEDs and all that, even side buttons. I don't know if I can actually use those side buttons, but like it's a cool looking mouse.
I've got one. How much? Or what'd you say?
But I was just saying, like, it's a cool looking mouse. I got that off of there, and I think I got it in one of those deal packs. And,
Really?
I mean, it's nice.
I've been kind of
bought
hesitant
it,
to shop on there because I don't know if they've got any protection like eBay, where at least with the reason why I use eBay is because you can use PayPal, and it's like, well, if you don't get your item, you can return it to the seller, or if the seller just simply doesn't take your item, or just disappears or something, you keep whatever they sent you, and you get your money back. And it's like, okay, that works with me.
Yeah.
And it's definitely saved my ass on a few times, because some of those Chinese sellers, for whatever reason, they'll just like kind of nuke their account, where they'll take the money, get the money, and then after that they'll just leave. They won't ever send any of the products, or if they'll say they're sending it to like Chicago, which I don't live in Chicago, so it's like, okay, it ain't coming to me. eBay, I need my money back, and they're like, okay, we'll get you your money back, and then eBay kind of takes the loss with regards to that, so. But most times it's pretty good.
Well, that's why I'm like sketched like buying from Temu, but I feel like I've seen enough people buy from it where like
I guess it's legitimate
trustworthy enough.
Yeah,
For the very first time I saw that shit, I'm like, yeah, no, absolutely not, never. But like the very first time I saw it and like bought from it, I was like, this is way too good to be true. Like,
yeah.
Get that feeling
you know exactly how it is, where it's like
true.
Something ain't right here. What's going on?
It's like either I'm getting like shit delivered in my package, like literal shit, someone just took a fat dump in my package and is shipping it to me as I speak.
Yeah.
Or I'm just completely getting like scammed here. Like it's one or the other. There's no way that this is going to be anything that I like imagine.
Yeah.
And I was decently surprised.
Huh. Well, miracles do happen. That much I do believe.
That is true.
Now, I suppose scamming only gets you so far, whereas actually trying to sell things goes much farther.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But
because you scam a few people and then word spreads, and then suddenly you got no one left to scam.
Yeah. That is, unless you're something like an insurance company where it's like, okay, everyone has to have you, so you know that you can do. You know no one can beat you at this
one
game.
giant legal scam is what insurance is.
Well, but some are
See,
better
here's
than
the
others.
thing.
So
Insurance
can't complain.
companies, like, on the surface, you think, like, oh, they're good. Like, what
Hey
they
Jill,
promise you is
have you heard
good.
about the I don't know if they're still going on, but the thieves using USB sticks on certain models of Kias and I think Hyundais and being able to hijack them to where they start, not hijack, but trick the I guess sensors or whatnot, because it's all a smart car or whatnot, with the smart technology, and it tricks the sensor into thinking, oh, I've got the key and this is a real key or whatnot, and they start up the car and then just drive off with it.
I think I have heard about something like that,
Because
yeah.
I'm already in university now or whatnot, but over at my university, they had several of those instances, and I had a friend of mine who actually had his car busted into a few times. So yeah.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing, like, on the surface, I feel like insurance companies are like, what the idea behind it, I mean, it's great.
Right.
But
But
the
in practice,
problem with them is that whenever you actually need them, and it's like something that like you would
they
actually
don't want
use
to
them
pay.
for, they try finding every excuse imaginable not to pay you for that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
It's
kind of their
like,
job, to be honest.
I mean, it is. Their job is to make as much profit as possible and to pay out as little amount of money as possible. And I don't know if it was insurance company, but it was some like company or something that had like a subscription or whatever.
hmm
It might be like a Wi-Fi company, and I saw a Reddit story, and it was talking about how their little job whenever a customer tried to cancel a subscription is to find every way possible to either get them to reconsider or to delay their ability to cancel the subscription so that they have to pay
Renew
another
yeah,
round of bills for it.
figures, yeah.
But that's their little job, is to milk as
Delay,
much money
yeah.
out of them as physically possible.
Well, and
And like,
to be frank, I can't necessarily blame them per se. I mean, no, I don't like it, but that's kind of what they're getting paid for, and it's like, well, you know, everybody's got to be able to do something, so I suppose that's what you're doing. But like what you're saying, yeah, no, I don't, I didn't realize that, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me either.
it's like, well, because like the Reddit story in particular, it's like he's talking about how he's like on the phone with this person, and because like the title of like it was like people have Reddit like what's a job you've had or whatever that like broke you, or like
Broke you.
something, not like broke you, but like
Yeah,
something
yeah,
along the lines of like
you felt
like
morally
morally
challenged.
wrong, yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. So it's like talking about the story about how he's working for this like Wi-Fi company, and how um fuck, it was like this woman on the phone, and like her mother died, and like the Wi-Fi was for her mother, so since she died she no longer needed it and wanted to cancel
Yeah,
it, and the guy just did not have the heart
to try and do that. Yeah.
to try and like sound, so he was like, I understand, thank you, and then like cancel it. And then periodically, like supervisors will like listen to their calls and whatever, and a supervisor was listening into this particular call and comes up to him and is like, what the hell was that?
You're supposed to
And
keep
he's
her on
like,
there. She's dead,
that
but it don't
person's
matter. Yeah.
mom died and whatever,
Yeah.
and doesn't need the Wi-Fi. And it's like, okay, then your job is to delay or be like, oh, like you need like documentation, this and that, this and the other thing,
Documentation. Oh, good.
just to delay her another month or two so we can get a couple more bills out of her.
That's terrible. Honestly,
Like
that day right there, I would have just been like, I'm
verbatim.
done. You want to do it, you do it yourself.
Yeah, that is nearly verbatim what like the guy fucking told the worker. And it's
Wow.
like wow.
I never knew Wi-Fi
Like,
could be so
how
heartless.
fucking heartless can one person be?
But see, that just shows you why we have a lot of the problems we have today.
Mm-hmm.
In all parts of the world, regardless of where you are.
Yeah.
But I suppose you could also say that's how the world works. But at the same time, I still think there's some half-decent human beings out there that aren't going to say, oh yeah, keep her dead mother on for another month so we can get some more bills.
I mean, many people, like, here's the thing, the world will have you believe that the world is just filled with a bunch of shitty people.
I don't think
It's
so.
it's not really the case. A lot of people are really, like, good, kind-hearted people.
And then a lot of those people that some people think are assholes just rough around the edges. You know, once you get to know them, then they're not so bad, but, you know.
But there are just some special kind of people.
Some special, yeah, that's it. Some special kind of people, yeah. So who's the last person you talked to out of that group, or have they all kind of moved on?
Technically,
I mean, I guess you could say me now.
Yeah, I tell you. It was a fear. Probably like, honestly, it may have been last summer or whatever. Shit, maybe before that, if I'm being honest. It's like been a while, and like kind of joked like, cause like, I'll like talk to him like once, like in a party or whatever, and then like, I won't like talk to him, being a part of him again for like a longest time after that. So I talked to him, and he's like, oh, babe, see you again in another few months. Like,
yeah, right.
And yeah, I haven't talked to him since then. If you keep up with Destiny 2 at all, I think it was like back during Witch Queen.
Oh god, no, I don't keep up with any of the Destiny stuff. Okay. I tried getting the first one after
that.
I
figured
like,
as much.
I ain't, you know. I know several people who were into it, but now not so much, I don't think.
They basically release like a DLC like once per year. The last one they released was Final Shape like a month ago or so.
Oh yeah, I read something about that, yeah.
Yeah, before that was Lightfall, before that was Witch Queen, so it's probably been at least like a year and a half, if not two.
But last time you talked to him, he's still alive, not getting in trouble or anything like that?
I don't know about not getting in trouble, but he's still alive.
Well, again, like we said about that, what was it, Taken Beast or whatever? Is it?
Yeah.
He's the only one that, as far as you know of, is the only one that might be dead or in jail.
If anyone in the group is dead, it's him. You know, not to wish death upon anyone, but if anyone in the group is going to be deserving of it...
Deserving, yeah. You mean dig a hole for himself till he can't dig no more, yeah.
I mean, shit, I'll dig the hole for him and push him in.
Throw his ass in there. Dig the hole, throw his ass in there. Oh.
I'll make it a little deeper than 6 feet just to ensure no one finds the remains.
Make it to the center of the earth, yeah.
Yeah, it digs so fucking far down that the body just disintegrates instead of...
Don't worry about him coming back.
You know, just dig through the crust, hit the mantle. It's all lava down there anyways.
Yeah, he's becoming one with the earth, right? He's becoming one with the earth.
Exactly. I'm just returning him to his ancestors.
Returning him to the earth. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Be one with your people from a million years ago. Bye bye.
Yeah, right. You ain't our problem no more. But anyway, so I guess the drawing was mostly with Beast or whatnot. Or there's something else that happened after I left. You guys just kind of grew apart after the Beast thing, right? That just sort of kind of what happened, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, mostly. I can't really remember. Well, I know there's other dramas, but